What's up guys, DK here with Collector's Impact, and today I have a very quick order reveal for you guys. I just received this order from PSA, and these are actually pretty much all first edition foils from my first edition base set collection. So these, I'm not expecting any 9s or 10s. If I get anything like that, I would go insane. I mean, that would be amazing to get a PSA 10 first edition card. I just highly doubt it. None of these are pack fresh. These are all from my original collection. Well, maybe a couple of them I bought on the secondary market at like years ago, a couple years ago, 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago. But most of them are originals from 1999 from my original collection. So that gives you some context on how long I've had them, how old they are, and the love that they have received in terms of handling and use. So yeah, just this will be kind of a chill video. Let's just go through and see some old vintage cards and see what PSA decided to give them. But real quick, if you wouldn't mind, please give the video a thumbs up. It really helps with the algorithms and all that kind of stuff for the channel, and I greatly appreciate it. If you like this type of content, of course, please subscribe to the channel as well. All right, let's go ahead and start revealing. Now, how I usually do these is I hold the card up to the camera and then let it focus on it and everything, and I ignore everything that's out of my field of vision there, including, of course, the grading label, so that I can see the grade right along with you guys, as this is a blind reveal. I only do blind reveals for the moment. That's how I roll. So, all right, let's check it out. Ooh, this one is a first edition Zapdos, of course. Now, all of these are going to be base set, so I'm not going to say that every time. They're all base set 1999, first edition Shadowless. So, actually, there might be a foreign one or two in here as well, so there's that. So there's some edge wear for sure. I'm going to estimate a PSA 4. Ooh! All right, a PSA 5. I'll roll with that. That's cool. I love the middle of the road grades. I'm one of those, like, when it comes to stuff like that where I'm not anticipating a high grade and I get a middle of the road grade, 5 being obviously as middle as you can get, I'm cool with it. All right, let's see. Ooh, next is this beautiful Gyarados. I swear there's just something about the old school, like, shadowless card, especially in first edition, that I just love it personally. It just looks so much more unique than all the other Pokemon cards that came after. All right, let's see what it got. Ooh, another middle of the road. Cool. All right, that's awesome. That is awesome. I will always take middle of the road on first edition. I mean, they don't treat my shadowless ones as kind, which, whatever. I mean, the first edition ones are worth more, so hey. All right, let's see. Nidoking first edition, and let's see what they gave good old Nidoking. I'm noticing a trend here. They're like, these cards were like played with. They're pretty well loved, but they were all taken decent care of. So let's just 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. It's like those fake phone numbers in movies. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Let's see. Let's see what the next one is. Poliwrath. This one, again, not in terrible shape. It does have some whitening over here. No creases or anything like that. I'm going to estimate a 5, guys. Well, what do you know? Let's see if we can get one of those fake phone numbers going here. If we get 7 5s, that would be great. All right. Let's see. One of my personal favorites. I just love Magneton. There's something about the way that they made this card. It just looks so good. And you know, this one, oh man, I hope this one's higher than a 5 personally. Obviously, as I really like Magneton, it would be nice to have a slightly higher grade here. I'm hoping for 7. Let's shoot for the stars, guys. Hey, that's cool. Whatever, a PSA 6, I'll take that. So we finally got one that's not a 5. So that's pretty cool, and it is one of my faves, so I'll take it. Next we got good old Hitmonchan. This card it's okay. I mean, most of these are going to be, you know, like this came in a starter deck for the Shadowless and the regular unlimited versions. You could get this card in a starter deck, but not the first edition. There were no first edition starter decks or anything, just booster packs. The only card that is an exception to that rule is Machamp, and it was always first edition, even when it was shadowed, so it doesn't count in my opinion. And you can't get it in booster packs. Hey, he's a 6 as well. He'll join Magneton. That's cool. That's great. Let's see if we can get a 7. Come on, guys. I think we can. Ooh, here goes Mewtwo. Now, these can be pretty pricey. Mewtwo is one of the ones that's a pretty desired card from first edition, though he is available in starter decks, but like I just mentioned before, you can't get him in a starter deck as first edition, so that takes it to a whole other level when you have the first edition version. So let's see. Ah, okay. He joins our middle-of-the-road crew as a 5. Not going to complain about that. All right, up next is Ninetales. Now, Ninetales was another one that was available in starter decks, but I know I'm a broken record, guys, but not in first edition. So all of these gain a pretty good premium when they're first edition. Now, that's centering on this Ninetales. Wow, it's pretty rough. Look at that bottom. Whew, that's off quite a bit. Let me see. Yeah, I don't see any print dots. So if it had a metal dot here in either of the corners, it would be considered miscut, and therefore would actually be worth a lot more money. Unfortunately, I am not seeing that error on this card. So, dang. Let's see what they gave it. Hey! Oh, we're almost there with the phone number, you guys. We're missing one. One more 5, and we'll have the fake phone number. Let's see if we can pull that off. Ooh. Okay, now this one is a Spanish Blastoise. So as you can tell here, it has the shadow. So it does have the shadow underneath, but it is first edition. And the deal with the first edition foreign cards is they're basically about the same rarity as the shadowless versions rather than the first edition versions. So they're not super rare like the true first edition English versions with the shadowless situation going on, but they're middle of the road. In a high grade, there's still a decent amount. I just doubt this will be a high grade, but let's see. Yeah, a 6. That's okay. Middle of the road for a middle of the road version of a first edition Blastoise. I'm a fan of Blastoise though, so I'll gladly take that. Not going to complain about that. All right, guys, we're down to 3 cards. Let's see. Ooh, Clefairy. Now, this particular Clefairy is beat. It's really beat. But there's something special about it, and that is that it has a lighter version of the first edition stamp, which is actually extremely rare on foil cards. It's very common on the commons and uncommons, but on the foils, it's a bit harder to find. The light printed first edition stamp. So for the right collector, it can pack a decent punch in price for that. Let's see what they gave this. Hey. Okay, I mean, in a somewhat recent reveal that I did, I was getting PSA 3s on things where there weren't even any scratches. Like, it was pretty rough. And then you get this one that I'm expecting a 1 on, honestly, or 2 at best, and I get a 3, so... Again, not complaining as it's in my favor. It's just weird how different their grading is on each submission. It's bizarre.
But who in the world gave us this drawing? It's bizarre.
All right, second to last. Ooh, look at this. We have a duplicate. We got another Zapdos, and this Zapdos looks like it's seen rougher days than the first one. Though if that Clefairy is any sort of indicator, I'm expecting a 3 or 4 on this. Based on the grader that handled this particular order. So let's see. Aha! Yep, a 4. Wow. Yeah, that's great. It's great. Definitely can't complain about that. I'm putting them all over here to avoid the glare. Whatever. All right, last card. Let's see. Oh my goodness. What is it? Hey, we got triplets of Zapdos. Now this particular one, it looks pretty solid. I mean, it definitely has some surface scratches, and there are definitely some border issues going on here. You can see some silvering on the right-hand side's border. The artwork part of it and the foil part of it up there is looking pretty good. I don't see any huge blemishes up there. And, the back is a little rough, surface is rough, and that border is definitely seen better days. So let's see. Let's see if they give it that 5 and complete our number. Nope. We're one number short of the fake phone number from the movies, guys. Oh, well. Still, that's pretty cool. So 2 4s and 1 5 of Zapdos. I don't know why I had so many Zapdoses, but you know what? The more first edition cards you got, the merrier. That's, there's never a complaint about having some first edition foil cards, you guys. Well, that wraps up the video for today, you guys. If you liked the video, please do remember to give it a nice thumbs up, as it really helps the channel, and I greatly appreciate it. And if you want to see more content like this in the future, I do have a lot more submissions that are due to come back to me over the next few months from PSA, as I was pretty busy doing submissions throughout 2020 and into 2021. So if you're interested in seeing some of those reveals, definitely subscribe to the channel, as well as there's lots of other content regarding collectibles and cards, if you're interested in that too. So thank you very much for coming by and checking out the video. I really appreciate it, and I hope to see you again next time. Take care.